Hello there, everybody. Kelly Bennett here, otherwise known as Kelly the Coach, and this is my second video in a series on how to master euchre. This is not a game video for people who are total beginners, and I'm not insulting you. A lot of people have never heard of the game, and that's one thing I'm really wanting to do is to teach more people how to play the game, and so therefore have more people to play with. But I want to start in this, going to start today instead of with some tips. And then just so you know what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be playing five games of euchre online. And they're random playing. It's not like I've seen these games before and I'm showing you ones that I've already played. I'm going to be just playing five random games. I'm going to take a little bit of time at the beginning and cover what I did cover in the first one in more detail, and that's the science and the math of euchre. But I wanted to share this humor with you, and I want to make sure I share the sound, optimize for video clip. I'm doing this in Zoom, just so you know. And one thing I recommend is that you start a free Zoom meeting. If you don't have an account, you can still set up a free meeting and play. You can use Zoom for 40 minutes and you can share your screen and the sound, because sometimes in euchre you think, what just happened there, and you think, I don't know if I played the right card or whatever. And so if you record it in Zoom when the meeting, then you can convert the meeting or the video so you can watch it. But I just want to start with this little humor. I saw this video and I thought it was really good, and then I'll get into a little bit of the science of euchre and then play five games.
All right, name of the game, euchre.
How exactly do you spell that?
You can't spell euchre without you. Step one, you take half the deck of cards.
Loser picks them up. Pay attention, we are not picking those up.
Is this like Uno?
It's kind of like Uno had a love child with bridge while spades watch. Now, the person across from you is your partner, and I don't want to hear any table talk. No winks, no scuffs, no scratches, nothing. I'm on to you. So these are your bowers.
Those are Bowers?
Yep.
And they're Jacks.
Sure are.
Please don't say it.
So I guess you could call them Jack Bowers?
You're sleeping on the couch.
So there's your trump
Did you
suit.
just say Trump?
Now, if you want to talk politics, you go in the other room.
Talk to the deer on the wall, okay? He watches a lot of cable news.
I have all nines and tens. Is that good?
You got a farmer's hand. Oh, we're in the
I know
barn.
this place is a dump, but it's a
I'm
house.
so confused.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, we play Screw the Dealer.
What kind of game is this?
All right, name of the game, euchre.
How exactly do you spell that?
You
Playing it
can't
twice.
spell euchre
Without
without you.
you.
Step one, you take half the deck of cards.
Loser picks them up.
Pay attention, we are not picking those up.
Is this like Uno?
It's kind of like Uno had a love child with bridge.
Now, with those extra cards, instead of just toss you through them on the ground, but you would normally pull out the 6 and the 4 of each suit, for counting, or two fives, or some people use 3s and 2s. But I wanted to start the video again because I want to show or make a
Bridge
couple
while
comments.
spades watch. Now, the person across from you is your partner, and I don't want to hear any table talk. No winks, no scuffs, no scratches, nothing.
And that's one thing I do like about playing online, because you're not seeing your partner and people can cheat. I mean, I can honestly say, truly, I don't like to use the word, and don't want me to be honest, but I have never cheated with a partner by doing what he's talking about, the scratches or the coughs or something. Some of you may have seen where that guy was cheating in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and his wife was in the audience, would cough when the right answer came up, and he won the $1 million, but somebody was suspect, and they went back and they caught them. I think they went to court over that. But anyway, let's go on.
I'm on to you. So these are your bowers.
Those are Bowers?
Yep.
And they're Jacks.
Sure are.
Please don't say it.
So I guess you could call them Jack Bowers?
You're sleeping on the couch.
So there's your trump
Did you
suit.
just say Trump?
Now, if you want to talk politics, you go in the other room.
Talk to the deer on the wall, okay? He watches a lot of cable news.
I have all nines and
So I wanted to pause it here. One of the things I like in Trickster, which is the software I'm going to be playing online, the games, I really like it. There's lots of them out there, and it's the shortest 4 times of ads. But you can set it up for no face, no ace, no face. It'll automatically redeal. And I like it. I'm going to show you how to set that up. I do like it. I think it's only fair. I mean, you get a hand like this, what can you do with it? You can't help your partner, can't help yourself. Now, maybe your partner has a loner hand. But I did this one time, and I set it up for no ace, no face. And I get my hand, and it's a perfect loner hand. And then all of a sudden, the computer redealt it. And that means somebody had no ace, no face. And I think, oh my gosh, but it can work for you. It can work against you. But you have to turn that feature on, and I'll show you that when we get to it.
Tens. Is that good?
You got a farmer's hand.
I've never heard that expression, farmer's hand. Maybe some of you
Oh,
haven't.
we're in the
I know
barn.
this place is a dump, but it's a house.
So confused.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, we play Screw the Dealer.
So screw the dealer, I'm assuming, is the exact same thing as stick the dealer, which means that you can choose an option. And one thing I like about Trickster is you can choose to go alone, not go alone. Go alone, you have to get all five, or you don't get any points. No face, no face, no ace. You know, you can redeal on that. But with stick the dealer is another choice, and that simply means that. And again, this is an advanced video. If you've not played euchre and you don't know about the Bowers and Trump and all that, I suggest that you learn that. I'm going to show you a, a link to something online that teaches the basics of euchre. But stick the dealer, that simply means, and this is just a recording from the last video. I just finished shooting the first one. Stick the dealer means with it going around, if everybody passes on Trump, the dealer can't pass. The dealer has to choose Trump from something in their hand. And I don't like it. Maybe you've played that way. When I was growing up, we played go alone and to get your partner's best. And if you don't want those rules, you can change them. I know Claudette, my cousin, hello Claudette, that I play with online. I think she doesn't like the getting your partner's best because we've not played that way. But when you're playing with real players online and they invited you to the game, at the beginning, you want to look at what the rules are that they set up. And some of the rules that you set up will disappear the next time you play. And if you forget to select them again, like I thought, okay, I'm going to go alone. I'm going to get my partner's best. And I go alone, and then, the play starts and I think, oh, I can't get my partner's best. That's one glitch in the game online, is you have to go back and choose that each time. So I'm going to play games without stick the dealer, or they call it screw the dealer. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
What kind of game is this?
All right, name of the game, euchre.
Okay, so that's it. So what I want to do is I just want to quickly show you, and again, this is not euchre for beginners. As I mentioned, I have this link here. I'm going to put it in the description below. If you don't know how to play euchre. Now, it doesn't mean you shouldn't watch the video. There are times where, I learned when I was a kid watching my grandmother and my parents play. And watching how people play is not such a bad way, because you're learning the rules as you go along from people who've played before. But I just want to quickly look. I'm going to get rid of that thing there. I want to quickly look at just some of the skills of euchre and some of the science. And that was the second slide. Yes. Euchre Science and Math. The euchre deck has 24 cards. So as you saw in that funny video, you get rid of the other cards. And again, you can keep, usually what you do is some people will keep the fives. So I'll keep the red fives, and my partner or whatever, sorry, not partner, my opponents will keep the black fives, because you have to get 10 points to win. And so normally you would track that. Some people use like a board to do that on, but playing it with the offsuit cards or the cards below 9, they're sitting there anyway. But there's 20% of the cards of the 24 that are yours. So knowing the statistics and the math is helpful. So you only have, now it's 21.5%, but I just rounded it down. So if you add this up, it doesn't add up to 100 there. It's because I didn't use the 17.2654 or whatever. So 20% of the cards are in your hand, but it's nice because with your partner rounded up with that 20.5 and the times 2, which works out to the 41%. So, and again, I'm saying that because you're thinking, Kelly, what'd you do here? It's the 20 and 40. That's not double. But if I put 20.5 there, which is what the actual whole number is, and then it would be 41% for both. So 10 cards are shared between you and your partner. So 41% chance, if you're looking for a Bauer or an ace or something when you're playing, 41% of the chance if you don't have it, then 20% of the chance that your partner has it, but there's a 20% chance that your opponents have it, and there's 14% or 4 cards are buried because you deal 5 cards to each person and you put the other 4 and they're buried. Nobody sees what they are. Funny though, it just reminded me sometimes at the end we'd look to see what was there. And it's kind of nice if you go and you're making it Trump and you don't have the right or the left Bauer and you're thinking, where is it? Who's got it? Who's got it? You're going hunting and nobody plays it. And you realize it was buried. So it's important to count the cards as we're going through. So 5 cards on each of your partner's hands. So there's again 41% chance that the card you're looking for is in the hand of one of your two partners. So is it a game of luck? Sure. There's luck involved, but there's some skill involved as well, especially when you're making the decision, do I go alone? Do I not go alone? What card should I lead, etc. And 17% of 4 cards are buried. So just looking at the numbers without the percentages, you only have 5 of the 24 cards. I mentioned that above, but I want to reiterate, looking at the big picture, you and your partner have 10 of the 24 cards. So there's 14 cards out there. There's a good chance that you don't have the card, somebody else has it, and your opponents have 10 of the 24 cards. So I just wanted to show the math with that. And I'm not going to get into this in detail. Again, this is an advanced course or advanced video, I should say. With Trump, of course, we've got the 9 through the 8th. And the reason I put the jacks over here is because we don't know which one is Bauer. So that's why it's not 9, 10, Jack, Queen. I decided to put the jack over here because that jack could end up being the right Bauer or the left Bauer. So, of course, if hearts is trump, then we've got 6 trump here. And then the Bauer of the same color, as you know, becomes the left Bauer and adds to that trump. And so there are always 7 trump cards in the game. Now, again, 20% of them you have, 41% between you and your partner, but there's a better chance that your opponents have that card, or sometimes you just hope it's buried, but you don't know. So that's where some of the luck comes in. So what's important is that you count how many trump cards are out there, because you always want to know what card is boss. The game I'm going to show you is called Trickster. It is free. It's online. They don't sponsor this or anything. It's just a great game. I like it because the commercials are so short. But counting is really important, especially when you're going alone and you're wanting to see which card is boss. So I wanted to quickly look at that. I'll do this quickly. Trump cards, of course, are the boss of over the other suits. So if we make hearts trump, then this 9 of hearts is going to beat any other card in this, including all of the aces that are here. So that is a more powerful card than every one of the cards down here. And I do like to point that out because sometimes you're going alone and you're going to be or your partner's going alone and you're going to be giving them your best card. And I used to wonder, if I've got an ace that's, let's make hearts trump. I've got an ace of spades, but I've got a 9 of hearts. So would it be better for my partner if I gave them the smallest, the lowest trump card, or the highest of another suit? And the answer is always give them a trump card, the highest trump card, of course, that you have. Isn't it wonderful when you go alone and you get your partner's best and they give you the right or left Bauer or something? That's always nice. But again, I wasn't sure about this before, but I've become 100% convinced it's better to give somebody a 9 of hearts trump rather than any other ace or any other card. Perfect hand, of course, going alone. The rules that I like to use is you can go alone, you can get your partner's best. If you prefer not having those rules, then you have an opportunity to do that. So I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to get right into the Trickster game. And I want to show you just first of all some of the settings. You can go into settings and there's it's kind of like there are way too many choices. That's interesting. It is asking me to sign in, and yet I just played and didn't sign out. So I guess that's good to know that sometimes I just stop sharing the screen because I certainly don't want my username and password out there because it's passwords for other stuff. Sorry, just bear with me here. So it's good to know. So I guess it may just automatically sign you out. What it's asking for, sometimes it asks for the password, and then other times it does the 2-step verification and it will send you a code to your phone. My computer got hacked about 6 weeks ago and it caused me so much grief. It's unbelievable. But the things they couldn't get into, like my bank and PayPal, etc., were a 2-step verification. Although they tried, I would get a text saying, you requested 2-step verification to sign into PayPal or bank or something. So the person, well, unless they're a complete 100% genius, can't hack those things. So that's even Canada Revenue Agency does that now. And Zoom does it sometimes. A lot of them are doing the two-step verification. Anyway, so in the top left, you've got the settings up here. I don't want to spend time on the settings. Just you can change what the cards look like and face, what colors you like, etc. I'm not going to change sound effects. There's just way too many decisions. We have decision overload in our world. There's just too many decisions. Like what, 57 kinds of peanut butter when you go to the grocery store. I do want to go into the statistics, which I really like to pay attention to. So far, it tells me I started on September 7th, and today is September 29th. So only 12 days I've been playing. I've already played 204. I am so excited to be playing Euchre again. For years, I didn't know anybody who played, and so it was tough. And my cousin Claudette, we play online sometimes. It's fun, and you can choose people to play with that you can send them an invitation. If you're playing with a real player and you really like them, you can make them a friend on Facebook, and then you can invite them to a game. You can set up a date, time to play games. So if let's say you've got three other people that you'd like to play with, doesn't matter. They could be anywhere in the world, and that person can be a competitor of yours, or they can be your partner. With my cousin Claudette, and we played a few games where she was the competition, and other times where she was the um, my partner, and she's brilliant at playing euchre. She's been playing it her whole life, and she lives in Ontario, Canada. So you go to Ontario or other places in the States, and you see signs outside on this, a bar will say euchre night Tuesday night, or the Legion will have euchre night Wednesday night, or the, seniors hall will have, and you see these signs for euchre tournaments and euchre nights. I've never seen one single one of those since I moved to Calgary. So finding this online is why I've gotten addicted to this. It's told me that I've won 130 of the 204 games, and understand that's including all the games you've played with your partner, which is usually a computer bot. The bots are pretty smart. They're not totally brilliant, but they are pretty smart. And so this is 130 games that I've won with my partner, whether it's a real person or a bot. Just to let you know, the nice thing about playing a bot is you're not waiting for other partners. The last game I played, you had to wait for partners to come in, and could be not long, but 1 or 2 minutes. But that much time between every game is a bit challenging. So I've won 63.7% of the games. That's the highest I've got this number up to. My goal is to get it up to 65%. It tells me I chose Trump 39% of the time. I got euchred 15.9% of the time. I don't mind getting euchred. I mean, it's the name of the game, right? I took all 5 tricks 13.8% of the time. I'm got a goal to get that up to 15. I went alone 64.3%. And I know I said this in the first video, so if you've seen that one, this is a repeat, but it's very important. Going alone, I used to always think you're only going to go alone if you know you're going to get all 4, or hopefully we'll get all 4. And I've learned that that's not the best strategy. There's times, especially when you're getting close to the end of the game, and let's say you've got 8 and they've got 9, your partners, you and your partner have 8, and your competitors, I keep on calling them competitors, I'm a business guy, right? Your opponents have 9, and all it takes is one trick for them, or one hand to win, and they're going to get the game. So there's times where you can know that by going alone, you're almost guaranteed to get 1 point in most cases, and so it makes sense. It's better than not doing that, and the next thing you know, it's getting close to the end of the game, and the opponents, go alone. One of them goes alone, and they get 4 points to win the game. And especially when you're the dealer and you're going alone, you're getting rid of 2 cards, right? Because you're discarding, because you're getting the one that was dealt, that you dealt, that face up, and your partner's going to give you their best card, and you're going to get rid of another card. So looking at a hand, even though it may not be a great alone hand, you've got a 9, you've got a 10 offsuit, then you can get rid of the 9 by discarding it to the middle for the one you picked up, and you get rid of the 10 to your partner. So going alone, when you're the dealer, you're going to get rid of 2 of those crappy cards in your hand. So I'm much more apt to go alone, just to get 1 almost guaranteed point. And 35.2% of the time, I took all 5 going alone. So not bad. And that's 32% of all the time I went alone. But again, a lot of times I go alone not to get 4 points, but pretty sure I'm going to get at least one. And there's some other stuff, how many games you've played or hands you've played, how many cards you played. It gets a little bit ridiculous, I think. Just so you know, Trickster, you can get it online. You can get it on App Store. I'm playing it right now on my laptop. You can get it for your phone. You can get it for your tablet or whatever. And it allows you to play Spades, Euchre. And this is free, right? And no, they're not a sponsor. I just like it. 500 Whist is kind of a fun game. Hearts, which is, I think, probably my second favorite game. Bridge and Oh Hell, I've never even heard of Oh Hell. But I remember watching my grandmother and my parents play all sorts of games with aunts and uncles. And they would play these other games, Spades and Hearts. But I would watch and I would notice that they loved Euchre more than any of the other games. It's very, very competitive. A little bit of arguments start to happen, a little bit of fighting, but not physical fights, but it's a fiercely competitive game. And yes, it's luck sometimes. You know, you get a loner hand, there's nothing you can do. I mean, you've got all the trump, the bosses, you're going to win. So you can't really do anything wrong. But there are times where it's mixed up and you've got to make some real good decisions. And the better you make those decisions, especially when you're looking at counting the cards and counting trump, especially then you're going to win more games. I've seen myself progressively get much better uh, than the first 10 games that I played online compared to the 204 I'm at now. So when you go into Euchre, just so you know, you can play instantly. So you're going to play with a bot. You can play with friends, and that's where you created a time for all of you to play. You can just practice if you like. And there's these daily challenges. You know what? I don't like them because I don't like the rules, and maybe because I was brought up with the ones. But like I said, screw the dealer, stick the dealer. I really don't like that. You may like it if you like. You can do that. I don't like it, so I don't do the daily challenges. So you just go into play, and I don't know why these hearts are there because it's telling you these are your favorites. I've never played Stick the Dealer once and hated it. I don't like the no call for best. I do like to choose the rule of going for best. I don't really know what this go under is. Some people watching this may, I don't know, but go under, whatever that is, and Stick the Dealer, I never choose. So what you do is you come down to more games, click here, and there's a whole bunch of stuff on the top. I don't pay attention to how many points you have to want to win the game. You can make it 10 or 20 or whatever you choose to do. I don't change any of those. Where I do make some changes is down here in play. And just so you know, when you choose them, they're going to be there for as long as you play those games. But as soon as you leave the game, those disappear. And I don't like that because I like to choose go alone and get your dealer's best or your partner's best, and then you're playing the game and you think, yeah, I'm going to go alone, I'm going to get rid of one of these lousy cards and I'm going to get my partner's best, and the next thing you realize, oh, that's not happening because it automatically continued playing the game and you realize that you didn't go and make that change here. So and you can put a loan must take 5. I mean, that kind of makes it a bit more competitive. I'm assuming that means that if you don't take 5 trump, you get euchre. I mean, if you don't take 5 tricks, I've never played with that rule. I do like this alone leads left. Growing up, the way I was taught, the rule was if you went alone, you always led. You were the person who led the first card. Um, in this case here, you can change it so it makes it so that it's the person to the left every single time. If you go alone, that person leads the card. I do like that. Sorry about the sound here. I'm just plugging this in. Um, I like the person to your left and leading because that way you get to play last. Now, of course, that helps you when you are going alone, but of course, it helps your competitors. I'll call them competitors instead of opponents. But my business got right. So it's in. So I like that option. So you may choose to do that. I've not played without it on here. Well, I guess I have, but I've never really paid attention to does the person who went alone always lead first? I'm not sure. Anyway, alone leads left. I like that. And then call for best. I do like that. And then as they call it, the farmer's hand, you could choose that and it's up here. I gotta allow misdeal. So a misdeal is going to um, deal all the cards for a brand new game or hand, I should say, because somebody there had no ace, no face. Now, I think it's fair. We saw in that cute little video, lady had nines and tens. That's crap. So if you had this choice, it would automatically redeal. So sometimes you're playing the game and all of a sudden it just redeals. So that it doesn't tell you, but that way you know somebody didn't have a face card or an ace, so it redealt, and that can work for you and can work against you. I know one time I was playing and I didn't have an ace or a face, and I thought, what? How come it didn't redeal? It's because I didn't come here and check this. But another time I was playing and I got a perfect loner hand, and I thought, oh, this is great. And then all of a sudden it redealt the whole thing. And then you realize it was obviously because somebody had no ace, no face. So the things I like to choose is I don't like stick the dealer. Wow, that was clicked on. Did I accidentally do that? I don't know. But I do like to choose the get your partner's best, and alone leads to the left. So the person left to the person who is going alone leads every time. I really like that because then you get to play, I should say, the very last card. And I do like the no face, no ace, misdeal or redeal. So I'm going to create that. And I like this site because the ads, you just click and you're done. Like I've seen some other ones, I won't mention it by name, but the ads are so long, it's just ridiculous. What a great way to start a game. Um, I okay, so if I was the dealer, I'd go alone because I know I was going to get rid of both of these cards. But if I go alone, I get my partner's best. By the way, if you don't, I'm just going to go diamonds. If you don't play right away, it's going to count down. It's going to automatically play for you. Uh, I'm I'm going to try diamonds. What the heck? I mean, the game's called Euchre, right? Okay. Oh no, I guess diamonds went all the way around, so I can't. See, I'm not paying attention as much as I normally would, because I'm narrating. But if you watch the last video, one thing I'm not see this here. Now, I don't mind. It happens. Hey, sometimes you get a lone hand like that. But I've noticed, especially late at night when you're doing really well, there's something about this person here, this bot. Somebody just ordered me up. Things happen really fast here. I get rid of this nine. But I was playing one night and this person went alone, one hand, second hand, third hand, fourth hand. And the last game I just did the video on. Am I supposed to lead? Oh, it's showing it's connecting. Why is it doing that? Something happened with the Wi-Fi and I don't know why. Okay, so sorry everybody. I don't know what happened there. It lost connection. I don't know what the last thing you heard from me was. But it stopped Zoom from working and says starting again. I'm hoping it starts from where I left off. But what I don't know is okay, so what's been happening is the bot's been playing for me. So if you have to leave or for whatever reason you don't finish the game, then so I have to pay attention to what I'm doing here. It wants me to lead the nine of diamonds. Maybe you disagree with me. I don't know why. I mean, the bot will make a choice or make a suggestion for you. So I'm just trying to pay attention here. I'm trying to count how many trump, but it's not as important if you didn't call it or didn't go alone. Wow. My 10 almost made it. So while we were disconnected, the bot continued playing the game. And that person to the right may have gone alone again. Anyway, the last video I did, this person here went alone 2, 3 times in a row, and I just ended the game. I think the computer can handle it when it's not winning, so it brings in smarter bots. And by the way, just so you know how you know if you're playing a real person or a bot, you just click on the person's name, computer bot, computer bot, computer bot. Not very often, but there are times where my partner's been a real person and we're playing against two bots, or your partner's a bot computer bot, and I'm not really paying attention to what's going here. They're going alone a lot, and I've noticed later at night, like I'm shooting this at 2:26 a.m. in Alberta, so Mountain Standard Time. But I've started to notice when you play at night, the computers are smarter, or maybe the less smart computers are sleeping because they shouldn't be up so late. Um, what a crappy hand this is. If you watch that last video, I mean, I did really well. I got such good hands, but who knows what's going to happen here. I'm going to get rid of that block up there. Need to pay attention here. I'm not counting the trump like I normally would. I'm not saying the bots aren't fair, but it seems that sometimes they just aren't. Or all of a sudden late at night, they got extremely lucky. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. They got 2 points. Well, I thought, oh, I should have been paying attention instead of just definitely going to be passing on that. Who's going to order up a right bower, right? So, yeah, that's a pass. So I'm going to pass on that. Okay, that person didn't go alone, so maybe the bot just happened to be good for a couple hands in a row. Oh, that's nice. See, now it's putting this card up, suggesting I play that. I disagree. I've got the right bower. Maybe you would do it differently, but my goal is to take well, the right bower is going to take one of the tricks along the way anyway. So does it really make a difference? So we got 2 points, which is nice. So we euchred them this time. I'm finding it's harder to pay attention to the game when I'm trying to narrate it as well. What just happened? Some things happen so quickly. Now just so you know, when it suggests you get rid of a card, it pulls it up a little bit. But if you click it, it doesn't go. You have to click it so it moves up, and then click this arrow in the middle. So it doesn't assume that you're automatically going to play the card that it's recommending. I know I talked to my cousin about this, and she never goes with the computer suggestions. I've gone against them sometimes, and it worked out the wrong way for me. And there's times where I decided to go with what the computer did and made the right decision. So I don't know how good these players are. This isn't going so well. 9-2 that quickly. Oh my gosh. Go back and look at the other video. Things worked out so much better. But it is what it is. Sometimes you just get one lousy hand after another. I'm definitely not going to order up a queen of hearts. Came all the way back around. There's just no way. There's no way I'm going to take a risk. If I had maybe one better card, I might, because all they need is 1 point to win this. Okay, so it automatically redealt, so we know that everybody passed. It doesn't say pass, right? It just automatically redeals. When you first start this, it takes a while to figure out what happened, especially when somebody else goes alone. You're one of the bots. They do it so quickly. I would rather not give my partner this king of spades. I wish I had something better, but I don't. They gave me an ace. So when your partner throws away an ace like that, that's usually a good sign. By the way, if you watch the last one, I'm going to repeat this, but sometimes I forget that they're going alone because my 5 cards are still sitting there, and that's not the way it would be if you're playing a real game. Your cards aren't sitting there for everybody else to see. 9-3. See, I'd be tempted to go alone to try to get 1 point for sure to stop them from winning this game. But the chances of getting euchred, I'd say, are pretty good. Now, if I was the dealer and I'm going to get rid of 2 cards, then maybe I would go alone. Well, they passed 2. What a useless hand this is. Oh, nice. My grandmother would say, glad to get rid of that mess. Oh, now that's a nice hand, isn't it? So here's definitely an opportunity where I'm going to go alone because I'm going to be able to get rid of this 9 and 10 because I'm going to pick up the ace. So I'm going to go hearts alone. It's going to give that to me. I'm going to get rid of this 9, of course. Now, one thing I'm not keen on with the computer game of this is my partner just transferred their card to me. They gave me their best, but I can't look at it, right? I have to discard first. And I kind of like, oh, I gotta click it again. I kind of like, look at what my partner gave me. I do kind of like, so I need to focus here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get them all. Oh, there's the left barrel, I should say. One thing you'll notice with the bots, if they've got like the last two cards and the computer knows they're the boss, it'll automatically play both at the same time. We're kind of catching up here. That's not looking good for them to have a Bauer like that. Definitely going to pass on that. Wow, came all the way around. There's no way in the world I'm going to make that or try to get a point by going alone. What's a drag though is when you decide to pass and then somebody gets a loner hand. Oh, I redealt it again. So two crappy hands in a row. That's nice. Okay, so I am definitely going to make the spades alone because I feel confident. Not that I'll get 4 points, but that I'll get one for sure. And again, at the end of the game, we're trying to stop them from getting one more point to win this game. So I would like to have got rid of that jack. And if I was the dealer, I could have. But see, I can't take that trick. And I knew it. I mean, the chances of getting that trick are really slim. And oh, I see, you know what? I didn't even pay attention. I don't even know what happened there. And just so you know, you can go back. It's too late. And oh, sorry, showing me the last trick, which is the one we just played now. But if you want to see something, because this plays really fast, and you can miss some things. Okay, so I didn't realize you're going to get Euchre there. I may not have played a card right there, but I tried. Anyway, so when you go play a game again, so the ad click like that. With the other game I've played for a while, in 1 hour, if you play games, you'd probably have 20 minutes that you had to watch videos, etc. You can choose to have new players in case you don't. Let's get rid of those computer bots. And for some reason, the sound disappeared with this cards. I don't know why. I'm hoping that he's going to pass the diamonds and pick up the diamond I meant. I would like to have had a diamonds, but oh well. Okay, so another lousy hand. Wow, the bots are maybe they're drinking. So here's a good example. When you are the dealer and you're going to go alone, which I'm going to do, I get to get rid of this queen. Your chances of taking a trick with something that is not an ace of an offsuit is going to hurt. Oh my gosh, I thought I was getting rid of two crappy cards. Okay, that's not bad. My partner gave me an ace, which is going to help. Again, leading to the left, I chose that. So you always get to play the last card. Of course, you're going to play the lowest trump. So it's telling me it thinks I should play the jack, but it doesn't automatically play it. It's just a suggestion for you. Now, here's a dilemma for me. Do I play the ace or do I play ace of spades of the club? I'm going to try the club. That worked. What's really bad is when you play an ace and somebody trumps it with a smaller card. Okay, there's the Bauer. So I got Euclid here. No, I didn't realize I had taken three. So right down here, it's showing how many tricks. And I don't know if I explained this in this game, but if you want to see if you're playing against a real player or not, a good giveaway that you're playing a real player is it's slower. These bots, they're fast. When they play a card, they're playing it instantly. And yet when you're playing with real players, it's another bad hand. Wow. Okay, so definitely going to make diamonds alone. Now, I didn't deal it, right? So I can't get rid of two cards, but I am going to get that ace, or maybe my partner has the jack. So I'm going to go hearts alone. Going to definitely get rid of this nine. I'd love to get rid of that jack, but I can't because I didn't deal. They gave me the ace, so that's kind of nice. So again, there's a chance, 40% chance that one of these other partners, I'll play this, have the right Bauer, or it could be in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and see that. What do you do? My purpose for going alone was, hey, maybe I'll get all five, but it's almost a guarantee that you're going to get at least 1 point. So that worked going alone. So again, going alone, I used to think I'm going to go alone and get all the tricks. And if I didn't, I think I failed. And I realized that no, as long as you got that one trick, especially when you're the dealer, and you get to short suit yourself, get rid of a card. So you're going to have an ace as a boss. I'm getting this definitely. I just completely love this game. So they made it hard. So I'm going to definitely get one trick. So they're definitely not going to get 2 points. And if they'd gone alone, they certainly wouldn't be able to get 4. Now it's wanting me to play that 9, but my brain says, no, go ahead and play that nice card. I'm going to keep the 9 though. It's wanting me to play the 9. I don't know why. I'm going to play the queen. Yeah, they would have beat it anyway. Okay, so it automatically played these 2 cards because it knew it was boss. Once in a while, if you're playing and you have the boss cards, it'll ask you, do you want to play both at the same time? But that's rare, and I've never figured out how it decides that. So here's an instance where I think I'm going to go alone because, again, I'm going to get rid of 2 cards. So I'm going to go alone. I'm going to see, by the way, this is really, really important. I never used to understand that. Why would I get rid of a king when I've got a 9? Because I want to short suit myself because it's dangerous to have something that's not an ace. One thing I don't like, I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, is that you can't see the card that your partner's giving you until you discard. Ah, look at that spade, the ace. That's nice. When you play with real cards, we always play that when your partner gives you their best, you can look at it first before you discard. There's the Bower that we're looking for. Oh, sorry, the Bower. Yeah. I wasn't really paying attention to that. It was the right Bower that I didn't have. And again, I mean, there's a 20% chance your partner has it, 20% chance, well, 17% chance that it's in that buried deck. Got my point. Sometimes it's just nice to get that point. Definitely going to pass on this mess, my grandmother would say. Oh, she was a good euchre player. Claudette knows her. She's a great lady. My dad and my mother played, but my mom has since passed away, so that's not an option anymore. So the question is, do I go alone or do I just make it diamonds? I'm just going to make it diamonds. I'm not going to risk going alone. You tend to go alone a lot more when you're the dealer. Getting rid of 2 cards in your hand is really a nice thing. Now it's wanting me to play the 9 of diamonds, and maybe it knows something I don't, but I will almost always play my ace. Now it's wanting me to play the 9. You know what? I'm going to listen to it this time. I didn't last time. That was expensive. So this person has no trump. You know what? I haven't been counting trump. So I'm definitely going to get my point. Again, 7 trump out there. And there's a 20% chance your partner's got it, 40% chance that your competitors have it, and a 17% chance that it's buried. So it's kind of nice to look at the numbers. I'm tempted to go hearts, but I'm not going to. I'm going to pass these 2 9s, and I can't get rid of them, right? If I went alone, I can go, see, this person went alone. And that's one of the problems if you don't make something, call something suit. I mean, there's times where getting euchred, okay, I've got the right Bower, so I'm going to get the point anyway. But and one thing I haven't mentioned here is that when your partner, see, they've got the boss card, so they automatically played them, but hey, we stopped them from getting 4 points. One thing I was going to say is that when your partner calls trump and it's your choice, chance, time to lead, you always lead with trump. Oh, that's definitely a pass. See, that happens so fast. They switch cards in seconds. So sometimes you don't really know what happened, but this person went alone. They've already swapped the cards. The bots play, I personally think, too fast. And I don't know of a way. Oh, it wants me to play the ace of hearts. Like, I don't want to. I haven't been counting. I think the ace is boss. Why would it want me to play the ace of hearts? Oh, because hearts was that. Okay. Sometimes I question it and it's right. Okay, there's the Bower. So, okay, 4-3, not too bad. Anyway, yeah. So if your partner calls trump when you lead a card, always lead with trump. not the politician. Useless hand there for going alone. See that happens so fast. Yeah, always leads to the left because I selected that as an option. If you don't want it that way, you can change that. Uh, I don't think we're going to be able to stop them from getting four. I don't think so. Maybe the ace of hearts, but I kind of doubt it because that person was able to get rid of two cards, right? So the chances of them having an offsuit are pretty slim. Oh, it happened. It worked. Wow. Usually when you get rid of two cards, you short suited yourself. So, okay. That worked out okay after all. Definitely going to be passing on this. So my partner's going alone. I find that when, excuse me, when I play at night, there seems to be much more lone hands. And I tell you, when you're playing real players, they are usually much better than these bots. That's nice. I see. I haven't been counting some. I think that's four. See, my partner played that ace there instead of the small trump, which is usually the decision I would make. But it depends. I mean, did you make a wrong decision just because it didn't work out right? No, because you don't know all the cards. But there's a lot of skill in this game too. Oh, I'm tempted. Now, if I was the dealer, I would definitely go alone here to get rid of these two cards. But I'm going to trust my partner, just have the sense that they're going to have some spades. So let's see. Wouldn't it be nice to see the Jack of Clubs come out? So that's four trump. And see, normally it would suggest that I play that, but no, I can play the ace. It usually works, not always. And it wants me to play the 10 of clubs. Maybe somebody watching this who's got a massive amount of experience would know why it's asking me to do that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad I kept my king. So it got me that trick, but you know what? I don't think we're gonna get. Oh, nice. Okay. So we did get our point. It was a lot of work to get one point, wasn't it? Oh, that's not a good hand. You learn pretty quick that it's all, not all about Trump. I mean, the offsuit can save you sometimes, but I didn't even see what happened there. Okay, they made it clubs. Get rid of this lousy 10. And that is a club. So I had to think about that. So not a spade. Oh, select with a 9. And I find the bots will do that, and I'm not really sure why. I don't think it's a good move. I mean, can it work for you sometimes? Sure, but I think it's too big of a risk. Well, they got their point. Oh, I love this game. I don't mean this particular game itself, but the game. Okay, what see that happens fast. So now my partner is asking for my best. So I've got two aces, but I've got the 9 of hearts. And as I mentioned earlier, it's better to give them a low trump card than an ace of any suit. That's kind of neat. My partner gave me the king of diamonds, which is a fairly high card and probably short suited themselves in diamonds. Oh, wow. Yeah, the Bower. What do? You can't stop that. The Bower, right? Bower is always going to get one trick. And again, the bot knows that those are the two boss cards, so it just automatically played them. I realized all this talking I'm doing, I'm not really spending much time counting the cards. There's no way in the world I would order up my partner with a Bower with only one card in my hand. So back to me. I'm definitely going to pass on all that. No way would I make it anything. Now, if I was the dealer and I can get rid of two of these cards, it'd be nice to see the 9 and the 10 disappear. So ace is a good lead over there. Gotta follow suit, of course. Nice, thank you, partner. There we go. Oh, isn't it nice to see that left Bower get played when you play your right? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is lucky. Wow. Well, we only get our point because they did take the 1 point, but I mean the one hand. 8 to 5, not bad, not bad. Definitely gonna pass on that. No way would I make that anything. See, that happens so fast. So that person, they didn't go alone, but I still get the lead here. Definitely gonna play the ace. Sometimes they. That's a really strange lead, and the computers do that. And I know it's tempting if you don't have a Bower because you're looking for it, but I wouldn't play a low card like that. That doesn't make sense. If anybody has played this a massive amount and you know why the bot would choose that. She had the ace of clubs. There's no way I would have let that 10. No way. And I've noticed it makes the suggestion to me. And again, Claudette, my great cousin in Ontario, um, she just doesn't listen to the bots at all. They're like politicians, I guess. Oh, okay, they're going alone, but it's a heart, and I've got the right Bower, so they're not going to get more than 1 point. They'll get their point, I'm sure, but not always. I mean, sometimes you can get euchred when you go alone. So that's mine. So the bot suggesting the ace, and of course that is the logical card to play. Yeah, they get the point. So hard way to get a point. 8-7. So here is where it gets to. I'm more apt to go alone if I'm pretty sure we're going to get 1 point versus risking them getting a hand or getting a point or even going alone. Definitely going to pass on this. Made it clubs. So I feel confident we're going to stop them from getting 2 points. Although I don't have the right Bower. Oh, my partner took a hand. Yo, wow. So, yeah, there's no way in the world I'd play that left Bower. Maybe I should have played the left Bower. Who knows? By the way, if you ever want to see what happened in a hand, you can go over and click on it, and it'll bring right out to the middle and show you what the last trick was. You can't go past one, but you can go back and you think what happened there. Then you can go back and see the last hand played. This is getting a little edgy, stressful, whatever word you want to use. What a crappy hand that is. My partner's going alone. See, and that's another thing. Sometimes skipping or passing, you think, I'm going to try alone. I think, no. Sometimes you prevent your partner from getting a loner hand. You never know, of course, because you don't see it. But giving me an ace is a good sign, isn't it? That means they're short suited on anything else. There's no way they'd have another card in their hand that's not trump, that's less than an ace. That's just something you automatically know because, oh, that's a nice way to end the game. Oh, no, they got one trick. Still a little stressful. I mean, oh man, I'm not getting a good feeling about this. What about you? Anytime you want to put comments in the bottom, I mean, this is not a live stream, so I don't see them live, but any of the things that you've noticed that, see, that's the problem. They're going alone. And the question is, can we stop them from winning this game? All we need to do is oh, see that happened. Let me go take a look. I didn't notice what happened there. Okay, so my partner played the ace. That's okay. And by the way, it counts down. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but if you don't play right away, it will automatically play a card for you. So they had 3 boss cards. 9-9. I guess it's good to get the blood pressure a little higher sometimes. Oh, so ordered me up on a Bower? That seems strange to me, but I'm pretty sure they're confident they're going to get 1 point. Yeah. See, they didn't go alone, so they didn't get to get rid of cards. So you know that your ace is probably going to go all the way around. Um, yeah, I think they're going to get their points here. No. See, why is it telling me to play this 10 of hearts when this is a club and it can win that trick? That makes zero sense. Don't cousin, you're right. Don't listen to the bots. I mean, sometimes they're right, but I don't know. I'm starting to trust computers less and less. They call it AI, right? Artificial intelligence, which is, I guess, accurate. Okay, just gonna play another game again. Oh, isn't this great? The ad's gone and the game's being played again. So you can start the game with the same players, or you can wait for new players. Let's just show you how that works. And new players, I mean, it's just new bots. And by the way, another thing I've noticed is that when it is a player, it'll have this number beside them. And in this case, again, all you need to do is click and see. Uh, you end up playing bots most of the time because, I mean, you want to play right away. You want to wait for real part players. This isn't looking good, is it? Oh, it's the name of the game. They get their alone hands too. Isn't it weird how sometimes you just get lucky in one amazing hand after another? Okay. So we didn't stop them. They got their 4 points, but you know what? They deserved it. That wasn't the perfect lone hand. And when you see somebody get all four tricks when they don't have a perfect hand like that, then you know it's a lot of skill. By the way, you can go up here and go chat and you go, oh, nice play. But if it's a bot, they don't pay attention to that. Oh, I keep on forgetting how to get rid of that. And then that thing on the top pops up here. I get rid of that. What's it asking me? I wasn't paying attention. What happened? I think the computer made the decision for me. Oh, would I've gone clubs? I don't know. Is it here? I turned this off once, but I think it's there. Okay. So when you open that up, that's the way to turn it off. Hit the chat icon. Uh, what is going on here? Okay. We got to get one more point. It's wanting me to play the nine of spades. All right. Right, cuz I'm not going to listen. Should have listened, cuz. What are you thinking? Oh, well, we got euchred. I may have played that differently. I guess there's times where you should have listened to the bot. I mean, you don't know for sure. Pass on this crap, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm thinking I should have listened to the bot instead of my cousin, even though, I mean, she's not on right now. She's gonna watch this later, I'm sure. What's going on? I'm not even paying attention here. Oh boy, get rid of junk. Kind of curious why that person didn't go along. Wow, isn't this horrible? They got two of them. Oh man. Oh, what a horrible hand. Please pass all the way around. Redeal. It got around to me. That's definitely a pass. My partner at least chose Trump this time. That is a good sign. I'm going to help them with this 10. Oh, well, that's some expensive card to get rid of for a 9. Kimberly, in this case, her name is the Kimberly the bot. Yeah, good playing from Kimberly. So again, if that was a real person, I'd like to, uh, comment and give them a chat. You can write what the chat is, or you can just use presets, which are, hey, I'm so happy you did what you did. Ace of clubs. No, definitely going to be passing on that. What? See, that went happened so fast. Clubs alone. So I know they're not going to get the 4 points because I have the right power, but they'll get their point. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to have more clubs left. Yeah, I've been counting the Trump. Okay, so I don't think they played that right. Yeah, I would have played that left bower instead of whatever lousy card they played. And I mentioned that earlier, the computer was suggesting I lead a 10, and I thought, no way. Uh, oh, definitely going to pass on that. Even though I could have got rid of 2 cards. I don't know. Do you feel lucky and hope your partner can help you? In this case, yes. Okay, why? No. Let me take a look at that. I think the computer, there's no way I should have played that jack. No way. Played the ace. Okay, that worked out for me, but that's not the card I wanted, and I'm definitely playing this ace, not the 10. My grandmother would say, come out big or stay at home. Claudette will laugh at that because she would. She'd say, come out big or stay at home. If you called something Trump and you didn't come up with a nice high Trump, she'd go, come out big or stay at home. I like that expression. It's funny how many memories I have of my grandmother, even though she passed away in 1978, simply by playing cards. Definitely going to pass that. Absolutely. What happened? See, I went alone. Now you think maybe I should have. I don't think we're going to be able to stop them. Won't be stopping them with the 9. Yeah, look at that. Wow, that was a fast game. They got 13. Okay, I'm just going to play one more and get rid of this. Isn't that nice? I have not had one video ad come up tonight. And even if they are, 5 seconds is the longest video ad I've seen on here yet. So this is the last hand I'm going to play in this. Definitely going to be passing on that. We got to win this game. Okay, my partner went alone. It happened so fast. Sorry, partner, I don't even have Trump to give you. I just want to quickly look at the statistics. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes I just have to put my hands back when the partner's going alone because you got the 5 cards in front of you, and it's so weird because when you play, as I mentioned, with real cards, when the other person goes alone, you're not looking at your cards; they're gone. Oh, hopefully this passes all the way around. And it did. So here's the question. Would you make it clubs or would you like to make it spades? But I've got 3 trump out of 7 plus the ace, and I get to get rid of something. So absolutely clubs alone. Feeling good about this. Why didn't it get my partner's best? Did it change the rule on me? That doesn't make sense. Yeah. I think when I got disconnected there, it took away that rule. Certainly makes a difference in how you would play something. Definitely going to play that. Oh yeah, I've got the bosses here. In this case, you don't have the choice to play both at the same time or 3, like we've seen the bots do. Oh yeah, so and I don't think you can change the rules halfway through a game. So I just never thought that would have happened. It's definitely going to pass on that. What happened? Wow, things happened so quickly. Clubs. I'm still trying to figure out what happened, who dealt that, the dealers over there. So um, my partner was ordered up, right? I think that's what happened there. No, maybe I'd have to see. The nice thing about Zoom is this is recorded, and I go back and look and see exactly what happened there. I really don't think there's a way of slowing down this game, but you know what? When we're done this video, before I post it on YouTube, I'm going to oh, what would you do? You know what? Clubs alone sounds good, doesn't it? I don't get the best. Oh, I forgot so early. I mean, I still think I should have done it, but well, definitely going to get our point. I got to play. Okay, what happened? Why would it want me to play the? Sorry, I'm just annoyed because the bot is like that. That would be stupid to not take the trick. Wait, what are you thinking? This is boss. It should tell me to. Sorry, I'm getting upset with the bot. Oh well, I guess sometimes when you play with people, you're playing with stupid people too, right? Well, ignorant people that don't know how to play the game. That doesn't mean they're stupid. Okay, I question it. Cousin, not I know why you don't listen to the computer. Like there are times where it's trying to figure out the best between 2 good decisions, but they make some stupid decisions too. Oh boy, that was an expensive one. left and right bower and the ace at the same time. Had to play a heart. All right. Again, sometimes it'll say, do you want to play those two cards? And most of the time it doesn't. I don't know. Computers must be drinking at night. Like I said, 3 9s. Ugh, definitely need to pass that. I'd like to make nines trump, please. They made a spade alone. Oh my gosh. Well, here's the 9 you were concerned about there. And here's the other 9 that you were concerned about. I'm being facetious, of course. And here's the other 9 that you were wondering who had. Would you ever wonder who has a 9? Like you just wouldn't. You think, where's the ace? Where's the bower? Oh, well, I really want to win this game and keep my number above 63% wins. Uh, see, you know what? I'm really going to take a risk here. Oh, I got the best. Okay, maybe you've seen something that I've missed that about getting the best because I thought for 2 hands there. Now, I did that to get 1 point. There's no way I'm going to get 4 points with a 9 and a jack. But they led spade, so I had to play spade. And that's where if you don't short suit yourself, there's nothing you can do. They play an ace, you're playing a card. So that's boss. That's boss. That's boss. There's no way this jack's gonna make it. And it did. Not that it made a difference. We already got our point, but isn't it fun? You have no idea. Like to get a trick with a 9 or a 10 or something, it happens because you're leading suit and they don't have it. Oh, this is definitely a pass, isn't it? I wonder how many people watch this and think, Kelly, I would have done that differently. And maybe there are times, obviously, where maybe I should have. I mean, I'm not a perfect player, but I have become fairly well versed in this. So in this case, I agree that it play the club because I'm short suiting myself and I've got the 2 spades left. Oh, yeah. See, wasn't it asking me to play the king there? That wouldn't have made any sense. Thank you, partner. Well, we only got the 1 point, though. It is kind of a drag when you only get 1 point for 4 tricks, but it is what it is. Definitely going to pass on this mess. Definitely going to pass on this. And my partner's going alone. Don't you love it? You're concerned that somebody else is going to call it and or go alone, and then your partner does. I guess I need to remember more often that my partner has 21% of the cards and 4 are buried. See, that's nice. So that's a 10. Okay, you know what? I know I said one more, but I'm going to do it. That went fast. Again, what a wonderful way to get rid of ads. And instead of waiting 15 seconds, just go ahead and start a new game. Definitely going to pass on this. I'm thinking again, I'm not really counting the cards. So trump is diamonds. So we've got 3 out there. So now we've got 4. Now it's not as important when you did make a trump. That's 5. So there's 2 more, but they can be buried, right? 9 of spades, led. That's odd. It doesn't matter the king or the queen, right? They're equal. I know they get their point. It's just nice to stop them from getting 2. They're working really hard to get their point. So my hope is I pass on this. It goes all the way around and I can make it hearts, but I can't. Oh, well, it is what it is. Got to play the jack because that's what was led. They're going to play trump. Oh, that's a shocker. What a waste of an ace, though, right? Well, we stopped them from getting 2 points. Aces are nice, but if it's the offsuit, it's useless. Oh, well. It is what it is, as they say. Uh, What just happened? My partner went alone. Again, some things happen so fast. Giving them an ace is a nice thing. I wish I had Trump, but I don't. So I always like to pay attention to what they gave away. So that would mean that most likely mean like 95% chance that my partner offsuit or short suited themselves and they don't have any spades left. Okay, exactly. That's nice. That's nice. We needed that, didn't we? Oh, I can't even tell you how exciting it is to be playing this game again. And I've got to thank my cousin for that because she was saying it was online. uh, okay, so I have to pay attention here. That's it's there's just weird things that happen. I'm definitely not going to play my trump. It wants me to play the nine. Like, I guess it's just saying, does it matter if you play a nine or a 10? So my partner doesn't have any trump, but we stopped them from getting 2 points, which is nice. They're going to get that. That's fine. Up 1 point, not too bad. Sure deals fast, doesn't it? Definitely going to be passing on that all the way around to spades. Okay, so again, here's an example that I'm the dealer, so I'm going to get rid of one and I'm going to get my partner's best. So I'm definitely going to make it spades alone. I just get the sense my partner, my spidey senses are telling me my partner's going to look at that. My spidey senses were correct. I got the Bauer. Oh, isn't it nice to take a nine of spades and beat an ace and a queen? So these are definitely boss, boss. Now the chances again are 40% that the ace of hearts is out there. So we're gonna find out, aren't we? So I just hit this one. And they didn't. So that meant the ace is in here. That's nice. Sometimes, anyway, that worked out well. Definitely gonna pass on a club. Okay, what happens? Again, I'd like to find out if there's a way to slow it down. Um, those bots played so fast. And again, you're going to notice when you play with real players, um, the play is much slower, and much better players for sure. Now, even though they're slower to decide, like sometimes you're thinking, go ahead and make your choice already. By the way, if somebody else delays and the computer plays a card for them, you don't know that. Like in your case, you know because it counts down. But uh no, if I was the dealer and I can get rid of two, I would have, but diamond, huh? They're gonna play a diamond for sure. Gonna play another diamond. No. Wow, that's rare for people. That's rare. Watch them play a really high diamond now. No. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, they still got their point. It's always nice to stop them from getting two or four, isn't it? Guess the bots don't get as excited playing this as I do. Uh, at first, I didn't realize I was playing bots, and then I would be sending these messages like "good play" and "congratulations" and smiley face, and they never did it. And I thought, oh, okay, bots don't chat; they're antisocial. AI, who knows? Of course, if it wasn't for AI, we would be able to play this game, would we? We'd have to wait for players all the time. Um, Okay, so that is it. I'm not going to play another one. One night I was playing with the other one that my cousin mentioned to me, and again, I don't want to mention what site it was on, but I kept on one more game, one more game, one more game. 8 o'clock in the morning. I thought, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I thought that was some exciting cards that we got there. Oh, I'll come back up the statistics. I do like to look at those at the end. I really like I'm much more of a percentage person than a numbers person. So 209, 103 games, 63.6. I think that's higher than it was at the beginning. Again, my goal there is to get that up to 65. Going alone 64% of the time, that's a lot. And again, it's not a control freak that I don't want to play with the other people. It's just when you think you can really increase your chances of getting at least 1 point. Anyway, thank you very much. It's been a blast, and we will. I won't see you in the next one, but because you don't see the people when you're the creator. But anyway, thank you everybody, and I'm hoping you're getting more excited and getting better at euchre. Take care.